FM presents Funday Quiz, starring Ollie, and Mollie. The Mollie and Ollie Funday Quiz, Sunday at 7 p.m. Facebook Live and YouTube, Galway Bay FM.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Mollie and Ollie Funday Quiz Show!
Good evening. An earthquake in Central America has killed over 15,000 people. Reports in Panama...
No, we're not doing the news. No.
Oh, sorry. What is this?
It's the new quiz. We're doing the Ollie and Mollie Funday Quiz.
Oh, well, come on in, everybody, on Facebook. Do you like our new studio? Huh?
Yes, we're coming to you live from Ayr Square, as you can see. The beautiful Ayr Square in Galway City.
It never looked so good, not since they spent over 8 million on it anyway.
Was it 8 million that time?
Minimum.
Okay.
We've got 15 questions for you folks over the next little while, and your chance to win many, many, many great prizes.
Yeah, it's not many. We went through this first. We've won prize.
Your chance to win one really cool prize, which is...
It's a meal for two in one of Galway's hotspot restaurants or bars.
Yet to open, but will soon.
Of course, they're open Monday, tomorrow.
All right, it all opens up.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
It'll be a bit of fun. So if you're a regular listener to Mollie in the Morning, you will know that we've been talking about doing this quiz for the last 2 or 3 weeks. So today and tonight is the debut of the great quiz. It's a bit of fun. It's a bit of crack.
Okay, do you understand what that means? It's not too serious,
Yes.
so don't be getting thick.
Yes.
When things go a little bit askew as the night goes on. We're doing this for 5 weeks, so this is night 1 of 5. 15 questions, and your chance then at the end to post your answers if you want on the Facebook page. Or how else can they enter, Mollie?
Well, if you want as well, you can just get yourself a plain old sheet of paper and write them down, the answers. And if you want, you could actually use the hashtag Funday Quiz or Mollie in the Morning.
M-O-L-L-I.
M-O-L-L-I-E, and put them up there. It's a bit of crack. That's the main thing.
Fun.
But we do have that prize.
Right, later on in the questions, we're going to be taking you out and about to one of the hostelries of Galway. One of the questions is, name that pub. It's a bit like Through the Keyhole, where we go into a Galway pub, which again will be opening very, very soon. You name that pub.
Tomorrow.
We also have a challenge. So every week, Ollie takes on Mollie in a particular challenge. This week, we go out to Monaghan's Centra on the Tuam Road. We'll tell you all about that in a few minutes' time. But let's kick off with our first question. Question 1 is, who am I? So every week, Mollie, we're going to give you clues as to somebody associated with Galway. Born in Galway, lived in Galway, but by all accounts, very much known as a Galwegian. And we start today with somebody who I think we all know and love. And we have very much claimed her as one of our own. So the first clue is, I was born in Sligo in 1962, but I grew up in Galway.
Oh. What's the first thing you think about when you think about Sligo? I always think about Ben Bulben, the mountain range.
Yeah.
Do you know why that is?
Why?
If you go to the post office in Athenry, for some unknown reason, at the queue, they have a picture of the Ben Bulben Mountains.
I always think of a Connacht Championship match where I was at it and I was doing one of my first commentaries when the man beside me on commentary says, "Welcome to Markovich Park, Sligo, in the shadow of McGillicuddy's Reeks." And I thought, I'm not great at geography, but I think that might actually be Ben Bulben. Clue 2.
Clue 2, here comes. I studied art and modern English in Trinity, Trinners for Winners, where I got involved with the Drama Society.
Ah, there could be a clue there in the drama, which takes us on to clue number 3. I was voted the top comedy actress in 1996.
Okay, 1996, that's gone back a couple of years now.
It is. It was an important part in her career.
Right.
And one that, well, to us all, still feels like it was only last year. Final clue.
Okay, if you haven't got it yet, this one might give it away. And there's a little bit of sport to this one for you as well, Al. Okay, I'm married to Richard, that's her husband's name, and support Aston Villa.
Well, no, there's only about 5 Aston Villa fans on the planet outside of Birmingham. So that narrows it down. Sorry, Villa fans. And there's loads of Aston Villa fans, especially around Galway with Eamon Chick Deasy and the great time they had winning the European Cup back in 1982. So there you go. Quick summation then. Born in Sligo, grew up in Galway, top comedy actress, supports Aston Villa. Who am I?
I went to Trinity. Of course, if you go to Trinity, that's something you probably want to be shouting about.
It's points in the leaving cert. That's question 1.
Who's that famous person? And you can see a little kind of faded out picture of the person we're talking about up on one of our many screens that we have here in our studio in Ayr Square.
And if you're wondering whether you should enter or not, go on.
Stop!
Look at question 2. Name the capital city. So every week we're going to give you a geography question, but we're not going to make it too hard, Molly. We're not just going to ask you what's the capital of Outer Mongolia. No, actually we are. What's the capital of Outer Mongolia? No, we're not. Name the capital city. Here's a clip of a well-known movie. Have a look at this.
Colonel, Lieutenant Kendrick ordered the code red, didn't he? Because that's what you told Lieutenant Kendrick to do.
Object! And when it went bad, you cut these guys loose! Your Honor, you had markets inside a bony transport! Your Honor, you doctored the logbook! Damn it, Captain! You coerced the doctor!
Consider yourself in contempt!
Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Now, it's okay, it's over, Molly, come back.
Okay.
The question is, who did Colonel Jessup order the code red on? No?
Give us that question again.
The question again for the hard of hearing. Who did Colonel Jessup the Mally order the code red on?
So I'm taking it, whatever the code red on is the name
It's
of
also
the
the name of a capital city. Yeah.
That movie was obviously what's his name? Tom Cruise.
Jack Nicholson, Tom Cruise, Demi Moore.
Demi Moore.
They were all in it.
Okay. What was that famous line the Cruise had?
You can't handle the truth.
Yeah, I
Did
don't
you
think.
order the code red?
Yeah.
Can you imagine if they did that in Irish accents, where you were the lawyer? So tell me now, Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
Look, there's no way.
Did you order the code red or not?
I ordered a snack box, a curry chips, and a medium coke.
Answer the question!
You can't handle the truth, Tommy.
You would have said that to me before.
Yeah, I think the Hollywood would is a lot better. Right, so name that capital city. Don't forget as well, you can just write this down on a piece of paper, write down your answers. So we're into question 2. It's kind of a tough one, but if you follow, there's clues in there, you should get it.
You like this one now. Question 3. We all love a good Irish saying, Girion Birch Bohor. And many, many more. Here's an Irish saying you have to try and decipher. And we're going to give you 3 options, Molly, and you'll go through the 3 options for us.
Okay, now, if your Irish isn't that good, hopefully you'll still be able to pick it up, because I assume that we're going to be saying these in Irish.
So you'll give 3 English options for well-known sayings.
Can I just say, sorry, that for regular listeners to Mollie in the Morning, my glasses are still broken, so just bear with me.
Broken, or is that the new fashion?
It's not. They're actually broken, so we'll get them sorted very soon.
For just £3 a month, you can help buy new glasses for Molly. Please, send what you can now in a Galway Bay FM mug. So the Irish saying, are you listening?
Yeah.
Möge die Straße steigen, dich zu treffen.
Hold it. Stop a second there now, Ollie. Can I stop you? Right, we started off, name there's a clue here, Irish saying. Gaeilge, call it what you want. Now, I like to think that I know my European languages, and that's definitely not Irish. That sounds...
That is German, yeah.
So hang on.
Guten Abend.
We have to try and identify what an Irish saying said in German.
Correct.
Can we complicate it any more?
No, we can't.
Okay, go on, say it again.
This is showing solidarity with our European brethren, yeah. Möge die Straße steigen, dich zu treffen. That's a well-known Irish saying. Is it A?
May the road rise to meet you.
Is it B?
Many hands make light work.
Or is it C?
May your home be too small to hold your friends.
Möge die Straße steigen, dich zu treffen. Which of them is it? A, B or C? Question 4 is called What's the Pub? Every week we bring you inside a well-known establishment in Galway City. You just have to identify the pub, almost like through the keyhole.
Through the pub hole. So we take 3 clips of 3 different types of the bar, but can you identify the bar by looking at these clips? You'll be very good at this, because you've been to pretty much every...
We've also spent a fortune on a jingle.
Yes, we'll do the jingle in a... Just have a look. What's the name of this bar?
If there is a place that you should go, it's a bar that you all know. What's the pub?
What's the pub? What's the pub? What's the pub? What's the pub? What's the pub? What's the pub? What's the pub? What's the pub? What's the pub? What's the pub? What's the pub? What's the pub? What's the pub? What's the pub? What's the pub? What's the pub? What's the pub? What's the pub? What's the pub?
So, Ollie, how long has it been for you since you know...
30 years, Molly.
30 years since you had a pint?
No, since I had confession.
What are you talking about confessions for? We're in a pub.
In this pub, you can do both. Hey, Molly.
What?
What do you call fish with no eyes?
I don't know.
Fish.
Hey Ollie, did I ever tell you about the time that I tried to kill Keith Richards and Mick Jagger with a pheasant?
What was that about?
I was trying to kill two stones with one bird. Get it? No? No. Sorry, Mick.
Well, you want to know what pub we were in? Stay tuned, because at the end of the quiz we will be revealing the pub that we were in Galway. On we go to question number 5, and we can't quite call this reeling in the years because there's another crowd up in Dublin that used that phrase and that song. So we've decided to come up with a brand new, really catchy name called What's the Year? Do you see what we did there, Molly?
Yes.
Very clever use of alliteration, almost.
Yes.
Have a look at these clips and tell us the year that all this happened.
I will be a precedent for all the people, and from this moment I will cease to be a member and president of the Labour Party.
It's an absolutely incredible honour to accept this cup on behalf of all those players lined up along these steps, the management team, and of course the people of Clare Bridge.
Good evening. Tonight, I can report to the American people and to the world that the United States has conducted an operation that killed Osama bin Laden, the leader of Al-Qaeda.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here in the sight of God and in the face of this congregation to join together this man and this woman in holy matrimony.
So, quick recap then. What happened in that year?
Michael D. Higgins becomes the 9th President of Ireland.
Clare Bridge famously won their All-Ireland club title.
Osama bin Laden is killed.
Lord have mercy on him. And Prince William married Kate. Remember, wasn't that the one where Pippa turned up and kind of... She looked a bit better than the bride.
Yeah, and wasn't there, were they one particular part?
Trouble. Question 6. Molly, you've picked these ones out. 4 songs that all have a common theme.
Yes, and we're like, as you can see, some of the questions, I mean, this isn't easy peasy. I think this one, we're not going to give too much away, but if you know your music, you'll know that there's one particular word that kind of brings them all together.
Yeah.
Also, we want the name of the song and the name of the artist and the one word that connects them all. All right?
Oh, that's not asking too much.
There's a good mix in here for both the old and young. Have a listen to these and hopefully they'll bring back some nice memories. I think we play all of these on the show, don't we?
Yeah, have a listen.
Yeah, okay.
I love the colorful clothes you wear.
Got them. Sir.
Easy. No.
Have them.
No, I
have
know,
them.
Yeah, look, okay. The last one.
What was that last one? That had to be you, because I never heard that before.
That song was very, very famous. Now, I know that if you connect, you've probably gone, Molly, the first 3 have the same word. This one has the same word as well that connects them all, but a little bit of an extension, just 4 little letters. And anybody that knows their tunes back in the 90s would have danced. I won't say the use word rave, but I mean, it was a good dance tune.
It was a rave song. All day long.
It was a good tune. if you like your tunage, Sir Tune-a-lot.
It was never played at any of the dances I went to.
No, probably not. That was back in 1983.
What's the word, and name the singers and the songs.
Song.
Right, number 7.
Yeah.
We're going to move on, Molly,
Yeah.
because we have got some movie roles for you now. So these are 4 very famous actors. We're going to show you a short little clip of 4 well-known actors all playing the same type of movie role. A job, if you will. Have a look at these and then tell us what is the common movie role to these 4 actors.
Lots of reasons, I suppose. Why do you think yourself?
I don't know. The drink. Depression. Lack of sex, maybe.
You're a presentable young man. I wouldn't have thought you'd have much trouble in that area.
I don't have the gift of the gab.
I don't know what that says, but that handwriting is mine.
Well, it's Italian. It says, split a piece of wood, and I'm there. Lift a stone, and you will find me.
You have to stop this campaign against me.
You can stop it at any time.
How?
Confess and resign.
You are attempting to destroy my reputation.
You keep opening.
Why do you keep the stubs? Because you never know when someone might want more than your word.
Has anyone ever questioned your word before today?
No, no one ever has. But there's a first time for everything.
So to recap, you had Brendan Gleeson back in 2014, Philip Seymour Hoffman, no longer with us, 2018, Robert De Niro, I mean, how many parts has he played? Well, this was back in 1996, and Gabriel Byrne in 1999, all played the same type of movie role. What is it? Right, this is the one we've been looking forward to. Question number 8 in our 15 question show is Mollie and Ollie's Challenge, where every week myself and Mollie head out and about somewhere in Galway to undertake a challenge. Today's challenge was at the behest of Mollie. You chose this one. Tell us why.
Well, it is summertime, and what better way to enjoy a nice hot summer's day than getting one of Ireland's traditional and most favoured ice creams off them all, a 99. So we had the challenge in Monaghan's to see, now bearing in mind neither Ollie or I, not to my knowledge anyway, now I've pulled a few pints in my time and you've pulled a few.
And I've eaten plenty of 99s.
Yeah. So we had to pull a 99, and it was genuinely both our first times doing this. So we'd never done it before, and like everything else, it was brand new, it was an experience. But who got the biggest 99? It's up to you to guess. Was it Ollie or was it me, Mollie? Have a look at this.
Welcome into the Mollie Ollie Challenge. We're in Monaghan's Centre on the Tuam Road, and the challenge between the great Malster and myself is first of all to put on our mask. Second of all, who can pull the tallest, straightest, sturdiest 99 cone. Martina is going to be our referee, and I'm up first.
Issue?
All of the usual protocols are in place. Here we go. At any point, I can stop and declare my cone. I have never pulled a cone in my life. I have never pulled a calf. Oh! I'm declaring.
Ooh. Okay, so now it's my turn. Ollie said he hasn't done much pulling. I think he's done quite a bit of pulling over his years. But anyway, let's see if we can do that. I have to say, Ollie, that's very, very impressive. How long it's going to stay that way for, who knows. Okay, so any tips on this?
In the centre and work around.
In the centre, work around. Yeah. And I pull it forward. Can we look at Ollie's again? Okay, here we go. Jesus, it's fast. I declare!
Touch it. Don't get your feet.
Thanks to Martina and all the crew in Monaghan's for looking after us there. Mollie, we're getting hundreds of texts in and comments on our Facebook page to say, lads, who ye coddin'? Was it not just 3 years ago in Gael Scoldara in Galway that both of you brought an ice cream truck out
Yes.
to the National School and pulled 300 cones each.
Yes.
And you say you've no experience.
Yes. Let's move.
You're codding no one,
Move
Mollie.
along. That was good ice cream too, by the way.
And by the way, whoever wins that challenge, you're going to find out at the end of the quiz. We're going to show you whether Ollie or Mollie's cone was bigger. But I can tell you, we were down to millimetres to decide the winner.
Ollie, can I just remind people that we do have a prize up for grabs. We're going to give you a chance to have a meal for two in one of Galway's hotspots. All you got to do is take a photograph, use the hashtag Funday quiz or Mollie in the Morning, spelled Mollie, and we'll pick out one lucky person and you can enjoy a meal. Because of course tomorrow is Monday and a lot of the pubs and restaurants are have you any bookings made?
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing?
My locals aren't going to be opening up until July the 20th. But, see the way I said locals. But there will be quite a few places that will be open tomorrow, so we wish them well. So 12 of the 15 answers we'll be giving out tomorrow morning on The Breakfast Show on Galway Bay FM, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But 3 of the answers will be at the end of this quiz, so stay tuned. Let me go to question 9. Just have a look at this picture. Okay, do you see that fruit? I'm going to give you 4 options. And the name of that fruit is actually one of these options. You just tell us whether this is A, a dogberry,
B, a cowberry,
is it C, a sheepberry,
or is it D, a pigberry?
Straightforward. That fruit, is it dogberry, cowberry, sheepberry or pigberry?
Would I have ever eaten any of these on?
No.
Would I ever have put them on my porridge in the morning? Could I get these down in Ernie's?
Don't think you get them in Aldi, Lidl, Ernie's, Maureen's, Kathleen's or anywhere else. I think they're South America.
I can safely say that I've had my fair share of fruit, but I've never genuinely dogberry, cowberry, sheepberry, pigberry. Dogberry, cowberry. Jesus.
Question 10. Everybody loves winning money and everybody loves winning streak. So we decided to merge the two and go back in time to, let's face it, I suppose it's like watching the Eurovision for 4 hours. You really just want to fast forward to the voting at the end. That's the bit that matters. And with winning streak, all that palaver of, picking out boxes and numbers in games and turning over cards, we just want to see who spins the wheel and how much they win. It's as simple as that. Can we just cut straight to the chase, Marty, and cut out all the nonsense? So we have. We're going to go back in time to an unnamed year, and we're going to go to the time where Kathleen spins the wheel. Now, you'll tell us, surely, Ollie, there was more than one Kathleen ever spun the wheel. Would you believe that in the history of winning streak, over 3,753 Kathleens have all got to spin the wheel? Now, that's a lot of Kathleens. But here's one particular Kathleen from many, many, many years ago. And you've got to guess, how much did Kathleen win?
Have a look at this.
All set? Take hold of the wheel, give it a good hard spin, and you're okay. Has to go around 3 times, folks. And remember, 19 250,000 segments in the wheel, 19 of them. So Kathleen, the best of luck to you, but you're going to do well no matter what happens. Okay, it's gone around 3 times. Remember, we have to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 when the ball reaches its final resting place, which is going to be...
So, where does the ball stop? How much do you think Kathleen won? Was it A, 5,000 euros?
Was it B, 10,000 euros?
Was it C, 15,000 euros?
Or was it D, 20,000 euro?
We'll tell you when. When did we tell them?
Tomorrow morning.
Oh, tomorrow morning. Tune in to Mollie in the Morning, 6:30 to 9 o'clock on Galway Bay FM.
Question 11. We're heading out and about, and every week we go to our favourite car dealership, Cork Con's, below there in the Rebel County. Every week Cork Con takes us out into the yard where he's selling used cars. No better time than now for buying a used car. And Cork Con will then take us into the showroom and tell us how we can buy a used car. Although some of the cars that Cork Con is showing off, Mollie, they've seen better days, and I wonder, is he pulling the wool over our eyes?
Can I just say before, if you're buying a second-hand car, would you buy it off somebody called Con?
Probably not.
And would you go to Cork to buy your car?
If you thought you were getting value, I'm sure you would. Nonetheless, here is Cork Con. See, can you name that car? Don't tell everyone about this, but if you called the Cork Cons, I could sell you this bad boy. She's hot. Here at Cork Cons, we'll sell you this beautiful little yellow baby. It's yours for just $149. Flat out, that's all I want. This little bad boy is mucho sporty. Remember, if you can't sing it, we're going to the... Come down to Connie Murphy, I'll sell you any carry. I'm sure you often heard this music on the old CDs. We're going to...
So, can you name the car that Mr. Con Murphy...
Cork Con.
That looks very familiar.
I've seen him before, somewhere.
Tries to say the car. It was tough, but can you name the car? Remember as well, you can write down all the answers on a sheet of paper. If you want, you can also leave the answers on the comments down below on our Facebook live feed. It's up to you. It's just for a bit of fun. And we are reminding you to use the hashtag Funday Quiz or hashtag Mollie In The Morning, MOLLIE. And you're having a chance to win yourself a meal for two because all the restaurants and pubs are reopening tomorrow. Let's move on. Name that...
drink. Question 12. We're going to give you 4 clues to a well-named drink. I mean, it can be a soft drink, it can be an alcoholic beverage, it can be something else. You just have to identify it. And funny enough, today's drink does contain alcohol.
Not a whole pile, mind.
Not a lot.
Yeah, but enough.
Clue number 1.
What way you drink it.
This drink was created in the 1880s by a gang of lads fleeing persecution in France.
Clue number 2, it was popularised by Glasgow Celtic fans in the 70s because it tasted like communion wine. Ooh, there we go.
Clue number 3, this is a statistical fact. More empty bottles of this drink are found in the Spanish Arch than any other. CSI.
And here's your final clue in question 12 for Name That Drink. You can still buy this drink, believe it or not, in some chemist shops. Because actually, before it became really popular with students and people going to festivals, I've said too much. It was actually, if you were feeling a little bit under the weather, you went to your chemist, and it was much older people that used to drink this drink, as opposed to nowadays. But and you'd be surprised as well, all the amount of people who were not from Galway.
You seem really, really knowledgeable, Molly, on this subject. Let's move on to question 13. You need to name the singer and the song. Now, before we play this clip,
yes,
you and I
yes.
have played this song to death.
Yes.
And we're promoting it long before the song was even recorded.
Yeah.
We're not going to give any more clues, just have a listen. And we've made it a little bit difficult because we haven't just played the song as you would have heard it on the radio. We've slowed it down. And we've managed to make it a bit. Try working out what it is.
I can't wait to know. What do you think about things? Believe it, I will always be there. So.
Huh?
Okay. Now, here's one thing that we didn't tell you. That that piece of music, we haven't actually heard it yet. So if our dancing is not going in time to the music, that's because this is new to us too.
It's been spliced.
It's been remixed, so if it looks complete... Actually, it might make it harder. We want to know the name of the song and the name of the artist. Who is it? And if you're a listener regular to Mollie in the Morning...
You'll know. Question 14. We can't do a quiz without some sport.
Yes.
And what's the best possible sports question you can have? Spot the ball.
How old is Spot the Ball?
I'd say it's 50 years old at least. As long as newspapers have been publishing Spot the Balls, I can remember.
Can you remember the particular newspaper that it was in, or was it just... Did one crowd have the newspaper?
I think there was a few. Maybe, yeah, you're right.
I can remember my grandfather giving me, like, obviously the more guesses it cost you money, so I think it was Friday, my grandfather would cut out the piece of paper and he'd X where he thought the ball was and give that amount of money, and then it would get it.
There was definitely one on a Sunday. I can remember it. Was it the Press or maybe even the Indo? And then there was another one where they did it out in grids and you just had to mark the grid where the ball was. Anyway, that's back in time.
Okay.
We're going to give you 4 options. So have a look at this photograph, okay?
Right.
Now that photograph, those of you who are really sharp will know that it's from a European Championships, not that long ago.
Yes.
And it involved the Republic of Ireland. So you've got 4 options, A, B, C or D. So football fans, you'll be looking at that photograph. Okay, there's the goalie diving.
Yes.
You'd imagine the goalie should have his eye somewhere close to where the ball is.
Okay.
Is it beside him? Is it behind him? Is it in front of him? Is it below him? Above him? A, B, C or D. You see, can you pick where the actual ball is. 3 of those balls are just fake. Stop laughing, just because I use the word balls.
Sorry.
And remember, it's really important to clean your balls nowadays, given the current COVID-19 situation. Spot the ball. We will reveal all tomorrow morning.
So it's an A, B, C or D, isn't it?
A, B, C or D, very simple. Question 15. This is our last question, folks. And perhaps the most enjoyment we had in putting today's quiz together was getting back into court. And for once, Mollie and I didn't have to have legal representation. We were that legal representation.
Now, can it just be said that we did try and get Mary Fahey, who we are huge fans of on this show.
Mary.
Yeah.
Actually, don't.
No. Mary could not oblige to help us out, but we got somebody who, look, hey, the waiting list was long. We managed to get his phone number.
If you think of the 3 most famous judges on TV, Judge Judith Sheindlin over in the USA, Judge Judy is huge. Judge Rinder over in the UK, so he's trying to, I suppose, do the Judge Judy. And here in Ireland, Judge Grinder is absolutely massive. He's got a social media following to rival Lady Gaga.
What's his name again?
Judge Grinder. I don't know his first name. It just goes by that. So Judge Grinder has got a jury of our peers into a courtroom. Me and Mollie have to come in and we have to pledge our case. So Mollie and I have decided that every week one of us tells the truth and the other goes in and tells blatant lies.
Big, fat, whopper lies.
No question. And what you've got to try and do is work out which of us is telling the truth on any given week. Let's get inside the courtroom and join Judge Grinder.
Judge Grinder. The people are real. The cases are real. The rulings are final. Aha! Judge Grinder.
Today's court is now in session. We're calling to the stand the Right Honourable Oliver Turner.
Your Honour, members of the jury, I'm here today to tell you a story of a young couple. A couple who, let's face it, life had not been kind to. Let me take you to a place called Thailand in Asia, and to Laksana and Ekachai Taranarat. This was a couple who, let's face it, with a young family, had no future, no life, no prospects. So they thought, like every other couple, that love would save them. And on this occasion, I can tell you love did. Like so many young couples, ladies and gentlemen, members of the jury around the world, they decided to lock lips, not just for a fleeting embrace, but for a whopping 58 hours, 35 minutes and 58 seconds. I give you a Guinness Book of Record for a kiss. The Tranarats, for their troubles, won a cash prize, and not one but 2 diamond rings, and they changed their lives. They bought a new house, they sent their children to college, and they bought a new tuk-tuk. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I ask you to show your appreciation and believe me when I tell you that Tranarats and their long-standing shift is a Guinness record. Good day.
Thank you, Ollie. Now, we bring up Mollie. It is his turn to present his case.
Judge Grinder, you're looking good. Members of the jury, I like you. I want to take you to a country by the name of Germany, you might have heard of it, and ask you what you can achieve in 42 minutes and 22 seconds. Wars have been won in less time. Lovemaking has been achieved in 42 minutes and 22 seconds. In my case, probably the 22 seconds. Dieter Grassel was the gentleman's name. He liked to go in the water! And he also, as a young child, liked to hold his breath. Apparently, when he was born, the doctors had to try and get him to breathe, for he held his breath for something like 20 minutes, just the day he was born. So alas, his road was paved for him, that he was good at, well, holding his breath. So I want to take you back to May of 2017 in a pond near Liechtenstein, in a small rural part of Germany, where he and the members of the Guinness Book of Records team and the people from the Frog Squad came along to witness this great feat. The conditions were good. There wasn't a ripple on the water, and this was going to be a good day for the Dieter. He went down. They started the clock. 10 minutes went by. 15 minutes went by. The people from the Guinness Book of Records went next door to get a Schnitzelteitenschnudel, which is nice with raspberry jam. They came back half an hour later. He's still under the frickin' water. Alas, after 42 minutes and 22 seconds, Dieter Grassel arose, singing My Lovely Rose of Clare, because he had some Irish blood in him. And he too got his name in the Guinness Book of Records. Today, when you go home, see how long you can hold your breath for without turning blue and obviously dying. But Dieter Grassel, whose name you will find in the Guinness Book of Records, did just that in May 2017 for 42 minutes and 22 seconds. Please, Judge Grinder and the jury, don't take that long to make up your minds, for this is the truth. I rest my case.
Now you've heard the cases. Who do you think is telling the correct story? Who is telling the truth?
So there you have it, 15 questions. Hope you enjoyed the quiz, folks.
Yeah, it was a little bit different than what we're used to. The fact that you can actually see us and the cameras and the whole lot. But we had a lot of fun and we hope you enjoyed it as well. Don't forget, if you want to win that prize for dinner for two in one of Galway's hotspots, we just want you to use the hashtag Funday quiz, or you can use the hashtag Mollie In The Morning, spelled MOLLIE. And if you could share this on your social media platform, whether it be Twitter, Facebook, whatever link you want to put up, that'd be great. Because you can play this anytime you want then. You can have another go.
And that's what, look at it, it's a bit of fun. And
Yes.
the person that wins the prize doesn't necessarily have to get 15 out of 15. However, we are going to give 3 of the answers now, Molly, to 3 of the challenges that we did earlier on. So let's first of all head back to What's the Pub? I'm sure most of you got this one right. Have a look.
Today, Molly, we were in
Massimo's! Pint? Let's go. Pints it is. No, not for you. Not for you. Massimo!
Massimo's. We love Massimo's. So thanks to all the guys there. Of course, you're good mates with Malachy and all the crew in there in Massimo. So we look forward to being back down to the West End very soon. The other challenge we did was the ice cream challenge.
Yes.
So let's see how this one went.
We'll give it 8 inches.
It's a whopper.
Oh, 8.5, we'll say.
8.5. That makes Molly the winner of the first challenge by half an inch. Bon appetit, Mr. T. Thank you. I won that one, as you can see, by quite a bit.
If you did.
Yeah. No, I did. Well, you can see it, Ollie, that I won. It was at least that mine was that
Well, I've
much
lodged an objection.
bigger.
Just let's put that on record.
Ollie, look it. This is our first challenge. Take it gracefully. There's 4 more challenges to come, but it was quite obvious. The people at home could see that I won by at least that much.
Molly's droopy cone syndrome. We did ask Martina to pull a proper cone at the end of the challenge. Have a look.
That's a 99.
And finally, Judge Grinder. Did you work out? Was it Molly or was it Ollie telling the truth? Have a look.
So, my judgment is Oliver was telling the truth.
So there you have it. Ollie was telling the truth for the first quiz. What's
First
new?
time in his life.
whatever.
Right, that's it. We're done.
That's week 1, and we'll be back again next Sunday night for more of the same on our Funday quiz. But again, as Molly said earlier on, don't be afraid to share on your social media platforms the hashtag Mollie In The Morning, MOLLIE, or Funday quiz. We'd love to see you spread the word that we're having a bit of crack here every Sunday night.
Now, we are giving some of the answers tomorrow morning on the show between 6:30 and 9 o'clock, so make sure you tune in to Galway Bay FM for that. That's pretty much us done.
Enjoy the rest of your Sunday night, and hallelujah, tomorrow, June 29th, the country opens up a little bit more with phase 3. Keep it country.
Have a great evening. Bye-bye.